Hello, hello. Welcome on in to Three Bold Takes. We're back again, week 9 of the college football season. But before we get to that, we got to thank our partners over at SeatGeek. They did give us a discount code for you guys. That code is Three Bold Takes. You can use it at checkout for your first purchase to save $20. That is right, $20 off your first purchase over at SeatGeek. So thanks to them for giving us that coupon code and loving the channel so much. Now, we have a new number one in the world of college football, and that team is the Oregon Ducks. They are now ranked number one for the second time in 20 years. Did I read that right? That I could be wrong there, so don't take my word there. But they are playing Illinois at home Saturday at 2:30. Illinois comes in ranked 20th in the country, 6-1, 3-1 in the Big Ten. Oregon, of course, undefeated and 4-0 in conference play. Oregon comes in as a 21.5-point favorite, over under being 54.5, with a 91% chance to win the game at home. Chase, talk to me.
Yeah, I think this is another favorite of mine this week, mainly because Illinois has been battle tested this year. They are a gritty team. These are just one of your typical mid 2010s Big Ten teams. They are just nasty. They're going to control the ball on the offensive side of the field, my bad. And then the defensive side of the ball is just everywhere all the time. They're ball hawking, they're good at making tackles, and they're just controlling the game at the front seven. And I love Illinois. I love what Brett Bielema is doing with Illinois this season. Their only loss on the road at Penn State, which Penn State again pulled away late in that game. I don't think it was as dominant as it looks. It was a 21-7 loss for Illinois, but you are on the road at Penn State. And Penn State's supposed to be a top 3 team, top 4 team, top 5 team, so you're not supposed to go in there and win that. You definitely didn't have the hype in September that you do now as an Illinois team. Coming off a win against the former national champions from last year, Illinois has a lot on their chest, saying, hey, we are this team, we can play. And then Oregon, they come off a win against Ohio State just a couple weeks ago. They have Michigan following this game. Do they get trapped here? Statistic for you. Oregon is ranked number one for the first time since November 11th, 2012. The following week, they had a ranked opponent come play them at home. They lost that game. Here it is again. Illinois comes to Oregon to play. Does Oregon lose? They don't. I think Oregon ends up winning this game. If you can beat Ohio State with what Ohio State has on their roster this season, I don't think you are definitive. I don't think you can get beat by anybody, but definitively, I think Oregon is not the best team in the nation somehow. They are ranked one, but this is just a nasty, weird season that you don't really know who's great. I think Oregon's a top 5 team, but is Oregon the best? We're going to see. They're going to be tested this week, and we're going to see if they can continue that strength. They should handedly beat Illinois, but I think they pull it out by 3. I don't think they do the 21.5. I don't think anyway. I think Oregon's a good team, but I think they get caught sleeping just a tad bit here against Illinois in this defense from Bielema. So give me Oregon in this one.
Chase, you scared me there. You really, really did.
I was thinking it. I was thinking it.
I listen. This world that we live in 2024 in college football, it truly is one of those years where you never know what's going to happen. I mean, so
Right.
far you've had 4 number one teams be beat. We've had numerous top 10 teams be upset. We've had double digit upsets. We've had it all so far this year. I think Oregon right now, believe it or not, I kind of agree with you. I don't think they're the clear cut number one team in the country. However, they've beat everybody they've played, and
That's
they beat
true.
Ohio State. So they are a really, really good football team. They're not losing this game. I don't think they cover the 21.5. I think that's a little absurd to me. I would
Yeah.
have liked to have seen more of like a 14-point spread here between these two teams. Either Vegas thinks Oregon is clear-cut the best team in football, or they think that Illinois is not deserving of the 20th spot in the country. Because if you look at other games statistically where top 2, 3 teams playing a ranked opponent, it's not a 21-point spread. Like, these are spreads against unranked conference opponents. So therefore, I think in Vegas's mind, Illinois should be unranked. It's no shot at them. That's just kind of the facts when you look at the history of, college football and Vegas, especially this year. But Oregon wins. They don't cover the spread. I think this is going to be a hard fought game in the first half, and I think Oregon eventually will pull away with it and win, maybe by 13 points, something like that. The score will end up being, a little bit worse than probably what the game is. But, I think it is going to be a hard fought game. Listen, when you become ranked number one in the country, there's something mental that goes on about that, especially a team like Oregon, like you said, that hadn't been ranked number one since 2012, and that lasted a week. So who knows really what's going to happen, but I think in this game the safe play is to go Oregon, and Quinn also is going Oregon as well. So we've got a clean sweep here between the three for the Oregon Ducks. So I think that does it for this episode and this specific game here in
Yeah.
week 9. Stay tuned. We have, 3 more of these coming, depending upon when you watch this. But thanks again to our partner SeatGeek for allowing us to have the $20 discount code for you guys and our viewers. We appreciate you. SeatGeek appreciates you. So use that code 3BoldTakes to get $20 off, and we will see you guys next week, where again we have some amazing games coming up as well.